Transformation time. Eclipse season begins now. We are in the shadow of eclipse season, and we have this first period that is open and free from all personal planet retrogrades. This is going to be a time that you're going to be able to create and to manifest. From now until March 20th, 2024, we have this beautiful open window for taking important life steps in the right direction, making these big decisions, launching projects. This is going to be a time that's going to be where you're going to be able to plan, to strategize, to make these big decisions, to make commitments in the right direction, to gain general clarity on your day-to-day living. Eclipse season really revs up about 4 to 6 weeks before the first eclipse in the series, and it extends 4 to 6 weeks after the last one. So this eclipse season is going to be going back and forth between the energies of the me and we sectors of your life. This is the Aries me and the Libra we. This includes topics around your individual and your relationship empowerment. It's going to be areas of your life where you have either given away your energy and your power, and that you are now asserting healthy boundaries in order to move forward with into the future. For more on this, on the Aries and Libra eclipses, please check out the link above for the nodal shift. Hi, I'm your astrologer, Patricia Tate, and this is your February 2024 monthly astrology forecast. To get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So let's dive in. So for Libra Sun and Libra Rising, the eclipse is occurring in your 7th house of partnership, significant other, 1+1 relationship, and your 1st house of identity. So we know that that's that me, we, who am I with a partner? Who am I with a significant other? Who am I with my clients? Who am I? Like, what is my identity? Where have I given up my power? Where do I need to have these healthy boundaries? This area of your life is going to be eclipsed, bringing people, places, and things in and out of your life. For more on this, you can check out the video on the nodal axis, but we are now in the eclipse shadow. So between now and the eclipses in March and April, it will be giving you more insight about people, places, and things that will be eclipsed in and out of your life. I'm reminding you that February is the month of plant the seeds for the future. The planets are now moving forward, and so there's nothing in retrograde, like no inner planets that are retrograde that are slowing you down. Through the holidays, we had Mercury and these other planets literally holding back, and now there's going to be this release, and you're going to be able to push forward for a month, and then the eclipses are going to make some shifts and changes, and then you're going to have another free period. But take advantage of February. All right, so let's get started. On February 5th, we have the first of many conjunctions that are going to happen with the planet Pluto. The first is going to be Mercury. So Pluto is the planet of death, birth, rebirth, transformation. Think of it as a snake outgrowing itself and having to shed its skin. And it's at the 0 degree, which is an anaretic degree, meaning it's very, very powerful. It's starting a new beginning. And now that we have Mercury, thoughts, ideas, communication, combining with this energy in your 5th house of creativity, art, music, children, where you take risks, things that you do on the weekend, things that you do for pleasure, children, childlike activities, affairs. The 5th house is all about recreation and risk and excitement. And so now we have Mercury, thoughts, ideas, communication, and how do we network that, all coming together and combining this think outside the box energy. Aquarius is like a stroke of genius. I didn't think about that. It's like networking with other people, places, and things to gather information, to share it. So think about these sudden insights or unconventional ideas for being creative, or projects, or people that you want to spend time with. This, I think of them as adult playmates. Who do you want to spend time with on the weekends, or vacation with, or do fun activities with? this is going to be with Pluto. The focus is going to be intense. It's going to be unrelenting, especially when you're working on plans that are for change. Remember, this is what do you want to do. And so I'm encouraging you to pay attention to any intuitive flashes or premonitions or synchronistic meeting of people, places, and things at this time. Like you're off at a play, or you're off playing sports, like maybe you play soccer or baseball or something, and you run into somebody who connects you to somebody else, or you haven't connected with somebody in a while. That is synchronicity. Think about the communication that you're having with them, and the reason for it will play out later. All right, then on February 9th. So on February 9th, we now have, I'm calling it this planetary pileup in the sign of Aquarius. Take a look at everything that we have going on here. We have Pluto, Mercury, and the Sun and the Moon. So when the Sun and the Moon are conjoined together, this is a new moon. New moons are a time to plant seeds, fresh starts, clean slate, and in your fifth house. Like your fifth house is going to be illuminated and lit up, and an opportunity for change, and for the beginning part until the middle of this month. Like it's just going to take upon this energy of what can you do with it. It's like this area of your life is being revamped in a way because of Pluto being here. So you have this new moon. I want to plant the seeds for a new future. I want to have these new things happen. I want beneficial change. I want to maybe play an instrument. I want to write poetry. I want to create this project. I want to create a baby. Remember, this is the house of creation, so it can either be children or other things in your life, and it's about fun and joy and pleasure. And so think of this as a really great time to plant the seeds for beneficial change of something that you can try something new and expand your social circle on your goals for the future. Now, at this time, we have the Sun and Moon here. They are square to Uranus and Taurus. And so we have Uranus and Taurus in your 8th house of your shared resources. There's something going on that needs to be integrated. Uranus, your 8th house is your it's your resources that you either share with a business partner or family member if there's housing or money, or an ex, alimony, child support debt, or significant other of your house, your actual resources. And so the 8th house is shared resources that you have with other people. This could also be your job if you are in charge of other people's money and resources. So there's this square going on of what do you want to do with the resources that you have with other people. Now, a square doesn't mean that we don't do it. A square means, how do I integrate this so it's in the best interests of both? It means bring these two energies together and learn to work with it. How can I maintain some control? How can I channel this energy so that it's a positive change, so it benefits both as we move through this? All right, then let's move to February 13th. On February 13th, we now have Mars entering Aquarius. More of that Aquarius energy. Mars is the planet, and it's conjunct Pluto. Mars is the planet of fire, passion, drive, initiation, the warrior. It wants to cut, it wants to sever, it wants to remove. And so when Mars enters Aquarius, Aquarius is unique. Think outside the box. Pluto, being very, very intense, it wants to transform. It literally wants to take Mars and say, let me show you where I want you to cut. Mars being passion and energy and drive, when it comes into the sign of Aquarius, it brings this enthusiasm that says, I'm ready to motivate, I'm ready to change, I'm ready to get some things done here. Just point me in the right direction. What needs to be removed? And Aquarius says there has to be an unconventional approach to this. We've been doing the same thing over and over. We're not going to do that. We're going to come up with a unique approach to cut or remove some things from this area of your life with tact. So work to take some steps to move forward, to embrace your dreams, embrace unusual approaches of things that you want to do in the creative sector of your life, and where you take risks. All right. Then we move forward to February 18th. On the 18th, we have the first yay of the planets that are going to be moving into, I'm calling it the Pisces puddle, but the Pisces pileup. I love it because Pisces is watery, it's intuitive, it's psychic, it's up in its feels, and it just it feels everything. And so when the sun enters into Pisces, we're now taking all of this energy of from your fifth house of creativity and your thoughts and everything, all things firing all at one time, to now, how do I take this and use my intuition for my best and highest good? The sun moves into Pisces, into your daily habits. How do I take this and create better habits out of this? How do I take care of my health holistically? Do I see a chiropractor? Do I need to go to yoga? Do I need to see a nutritionist? Do I need to find a way to balance my home and my work? Do I need to see a mentor? Do I need to see a guide? The sixth house is your day-to-day work, and it's your house of self-care. It's diet and illness and health, mental, physical, spiritual, psychological well-being, and you focusing in on those things. And so the energy is going to be more intuitive in Pisces. It's about, I need to have compassion, I need to use my imagination, and my intuition is going to be very strong over the coming weeks. This will be a really great time that you're going to be able to sit in a space of a heart center with your subconscious and strengthen your intuition and release what's holding you back. What fears are holding you back? And focus in on what is in your best and highest good for you and your mind and your body and your temple. All right, then let's move forward to the 23rd. So on the 23rd, we now have Mercury entering into the watery sign of Pisces. Mercury, thoughts, ideas, communication, beautiful words, and it's about using your imagination and coming up with some creative ideas, some creative projects, having these wants, these needs, these desires, and how do I get them? Mercury is going to help the sun manage these things in your day-to-day living. The sixth house being your balance between your work and your home, and the sixth house is also your relationship with your coworkers and being self-care, bringing in better self-care for yourself. All right, then the very next day on February 24th, we're going to have a full moon. So the full moon is when the sun is opposite of the moon, because the moon does not illuminate itself. So we have the sun, this beautiful Pisces puddle going on in your health, your well-being, spiritual, and it's illuminating some endings of some things that are going on in your 12th house. The 12th house, a full moon in the 12th house has an ending of sorts. So this could be an ending to self-isolation. This could be an ending to a hospitalization. The 12th house represents prisons and hospitalizations and institutions. And it's about a full moon ending something where, okay, I get it. Maybe I understand something that'll help me better for my health. It could be an ending to something that has to do with your health and you saying, I can move forward with this diagnosis. The 12th house being your dreams, your intuition. It's also what we bring in from past lives. This could be an ending of karma, of fears that you have brought in with you into this past lifetime or into currently what you have been working with. And so an ending. I love this for you because it's going to be a brand new, a time to plant new seeds. And so I want to remind you that Virgo is about being detail oriented, and it's also about needing time for self-care. So during this full moon, you'll want to probably be finishing up projects and ending some things. Remember, full moons, they reveal things that were once hidden. And so what do you need to finish? What is being revealed? Where are you not taking the best care of yourself? Or where do you need to release yourself from past trauma, past karma, things that you are ready to move on from? Where are you ready to now embrace health and healing for yourself? Now, I want to bring into Aquarius. Venus in Aquarius is square to Jupiter in Taurus. So Venus is still in Aquarius, in things that you want to create, projects that you want to create, places that you want to take risks, things that you want to do. Remember that this is the fun and joy and pleasure house, but it's in a square to Jupiter. Jupiter in your 8th house of your shared resources. And the 8th house is also taboo topics, and it's the house of like death and dying and other people's resources. So there's something that's going on that is being revealed that has to do with this square between things that you want to do. And this could be you wanting to either have children or start this project or take these risks. And it's with other people's resources, or other people's resources are holding you back from it, or these taboo topics are now going to be brought to the surface. A full moon in the 12th house with all of this Aquarius and Pisces energy can be really deep for you to say, this is a lot of karma that I can bring to the surface and clear up, and it's my intuition that's like spot on, and I need to focus on my health. I need to take into account my mental, my physical, my spiritual health and well-being so I can move on forward for my best and highest good. So Libra, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe.